What are the biggest money mistakes people are making?
I think the biggest money mistakes people are making is they don't think about money in terms of like what it is. It's just energy, right? And I think where people go wrong, particularly in business, they don't direct the cash. Like somebody the other day was asking me like how often do you look at your finances and how often do you look at every dollar and all this. I said, I look at it every day. Like every single day I'm looking at my finances, I'm looking at where every single dollar in my company or my personal finances is going, every single dollar. Like I know where every dollar is going. And nothing gets approved like without me looking at it. Nothing. Like I don't care if it's $12. And I think people miss the mark on that, particularly when they start making money. I think when they start making money, they get kind of, I like to say fat and happy, and they're just like, oh, well, I don't care, I'm making a bunch of money. Like that's when you got to really dial it in. Like you got to really know where every single dollar is going. Like I know more about where my money's going than people that are probably making 1/10 of what I'm making. And that's such an important point. And I didn't really get that until a few years ago. Like it really didn't resonate with me that I needed to look at it and be that involved with it, because most people in my position probably wouldn't look at, where the money's going all the time, every day. But I look at it every single day, every morning. That's what I look at. Where's it going? What am I spending it on? And I forecast out 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Like I know where every dollar's going for the next 90 days. And I have daily targets and different things that I'm doing. And I think people miss that mark. They really do. They just think, oh, let me not worry about that. Let me go worry about something else. And you have to spend, whether it's 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, like you got to understand money. You got to understand, if you're in a business, you got to understand a balance sheet. You got to understand how a balance sheet works. You got to understand how a profit and loss statement works. And I didn't understand it as much before, but I was willing to take the time to understand it. And I sat with CPAs and I sat with people in finance, and I literally, like a student, I'm like, okay, explain this to me. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And I would go through an entire balance sheet and I would try to understand exactly what each thing means. And those things are important, man. Those things are so important, particularly when you're growing and you're scaling up. And I think people miss the mark on that. They really do. Like, so my advice would be like, if you're growing a business, obviously in the beginning, you're kind of like a one-man band and you're really trying to get everything going. But the quicker that you can scale and get to a point where you can really start to understand the economics of your business and the finances of your business, of where every dollar is going, the better.
All right, let's say we have Johnny in Missouri making $700 a week.
Okay.
What does he need to do to get ahead or to start growing?
The answer to anybody trying to get ahead in life is they got to add more value. That's the secret sauce. Like you got to add more value. Like you can't just do what you're told to do. Like you got to add value. Tremendous amount of value. Like value in abundance of wherever you think the market is. So if people's expectations of 5, you got to be at a 10 or a 15. And the money comes. Like you can't chase the money. I never chase money. I never chase money. I still don't chase money today. I chase value. Like I want to add value to everything I do, to people that I meet, to the business I'm in, to the customers I have. Like every day it's focused on value, 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 value. And if you focus on value long enough and intensively enough, then the money will come. The money will be thrown at you. So I never focused on money. I've never had this idea, oh, I gotta make blah, 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 blah. Like I think people miss the mark on that. So I would tell you, if you're making $700 a week or you're making $700 a day, whatever, you gotta focus on value.